くだすぐし
はいはい、します。
Alrighty, if you would then, please go ahead and exchange with somebody nearby. Listing, did you also have listing, Takutsu-san, did you have listing for number 2?
Yes.
You did. So what is the list? I was born near Washington, D.C. In Bethesda, Maryland. I grew up on a small farm, so I often played outside with the dogs and played in our creek and the forest. You wrote this, and you're also the person I'd like to call on. So what is the evidence that this is a sequence paragraph?
The first sentence.
Yeah, so here we can clearly see there's some problem in the beginning. And so cause and effect, there might be, in fact, a lot of paragraphs, you might find some causes and effects. The question is, overall, what's happening in the paragraph here? Here we have a problem and a solution. So I agree with problem solution. I majored in Spanish and then Latin American studies. I first was working at Kansei Gakuin University, and then I found out about a position here, and they hired me, so very lucky. Well, one hobby is music, and otherwise mostly playing with my children. My future goal is largely to help my children as they go into the world and spend lots of family time. In America, I was also teaching English to students from other countries, and most of my students were from Asia. So I first went to Korea, and in Korea I met many Japanese people, including my wife. So eventually I came to Japan. I was first a Spanish teacher in America, but at the college where I was teaching, the ESL teacher became sick suddenly in the middle of the semester, and they needed somebody, so I stepped in. And when I started working with students from all different countries, it was very, very fun for me to introduce America to them and help them with their English. And many students were from Asia, so I became curious about Asia. And when my job ended in America, it was a contract. It was very easy to get jobs in Korea. So I went to Korea first, and then I studied Korean, and in my Korean class was my future wife, who is Japanese, so eventually I came to Japan. Okay, I recognize that very. I never come here anymore. I used to bring my children here now. Since COVID, I don't bring my. So, I hope you set goals and try to achieve them, but most importantly, enjoy the journey on your way to the goal. Good luck. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear
that you could fall, no one could hear. Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. And when it doesn't take long enough to care, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come a-running, and I know they'll lead you home. Is that enough?